Hello and welcome to the Change Gang podcast with me, your host, Laura Ordile. I'm here to help you hold on to your sanity and your soul as you move through big change. I'm here to guide you from frustration to flow in your life, bridging the practical and the woo just for you. Let's go. Hello, welcome to the week, Change Gang. I hope it's going to be a wonderful one for you, and I hope that last week brought you some wonderful, amazing ways of being in the world. I've been having chats with a lot of people lately, and kind of a common theme has been coming around where they feel overwhelmed or so stuck or indecisive on what's next or who they want to help that they freeze. They're just frozen. And I have been in this spot before, not too long ago, actually. They often say you're usually only a few weeks ahead of the people that you help. And sometimes that's very true. But this has been a process that's been going on for me for a little while now. And I thought I'd just kind of share a few things about some ways to move forward a little bit and making sure that you don't stay stuck, that you aren't frozen, that you take little tiny steps if that's what you need to, and move in a direction that will move you towards the life you want to live. Not doing the thing because you don't exactly know what to do isn't going to get you closer to where you need to be. And what I mean by that is that we're told by all of the quote-unquote experts out there, you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. You have to show up in a particular way, with a particular offer, with a particular et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I want to say, no, you don't. No, you don't. Maybe you will eventually get there and it will be useful and helpful and you will be showing up in a way that is tweaked and adjusted and more than you are now. But it's kind of, you don't have to jump to the top of the ladder when you feel like you're barely holding on. And I think that sometimes we don't know the little tiny basics of what we want to do. And so when we go into a program or when we go into a new way of doing something or trying to go into a new way of doing something, we don't know the tiny little places to start to move forward. I can't get clear. I don't know what to do. And so I've got a couple ways to help you do that, to get clarity, to move forward. And one of them is in a way that I love because I do it all the time. I share with people all the time. I haven't shared about it on here in a while. But for those of you that don't know, I'm actually a certified color coach, which basically means I use color to help people as well, to move into the energy they want, to tap into their subconscious for the change and direction that they need and want. One of those colors that can be super helpful in this particular instance is white. White is all about clarity and a cleansing of what you no longer need. You can use white to really start to find your way. And people think, oh, that's too easy. I've done all this soul digging. I've done all of these other things that people have told me to do, written out my amazing avatar, my perfect client, ideal client, all of those things. Great. But if you're still stuck, if you're still not clear, then I'm going to say, try this. Try bringing in white. And I'll put the link to be able to get a free guide from me on all the colors. Not all the colors, but a lot of colors. There's, the basics are in there. And you can go and along with that description of the colors and the guide of the colors, there's short, about 2-minute meditation that you do to activate the color. It's crazy easy. But you activate the color, and then along with setting your intention for what you want, I want clarity. And you can say specifically, I want clarity on what I need to put into the world. I want clarity on this or that or whatever it is that you can't get clear on. And you activate that color, and then what you do is you bring in an anchor. And I don't care if it's a white piece of paper that you lay somewhere that you're going to see it when you walk by. And whether you see it consciously or not, your unconscious sees it. And your unconscious picks up white all around you. And from that intention that you set, from that direction that you gave it that said, I want clarity, your subconscious is going to go out there and look for ways to bring you clarity, going to look for the information that's going to give you what you need to move forward. It works wonders. It's so simple and so easy, and I love it. And it is effective. It can be very, very effective. You have to be aware, obviously, of what's coming to you. So there may be a moment where all of a sudden you're looking over and you recognize, ooh, that's white, or that's a lot of white. See what comes in that next moment. Or what were you just thinking about? Because that right there is a signal for you. It's saying, here's the information you asked for. So do that. Do that. And I often suggest that when you're working with color that you do one color per week if you're going to kind of be on a journey with it. But if you need to do white for more than 1 week, if you felt like there was a struggle or there was kind of some movement but there wasn't enough, do it for another week. Set that intention again, do that activation, move into it and go forward. And another thing to do that we often don't think about is, what are you sharing? I would bet money that you are doing something somewhere with a client, with a group, with your friends. In some way, you're sharing the information that you want to share with the world because it's there with you. And unless it's something you've completely turned away from, you're going to be talking about it, emailing about it, messaging about it in some way, somewhere. So think about that for a minute. What are you talking about? What are you sharing? Use that right there as an idea for what to go talk about and share about on socials, in your groups. Talk about it and say, you know what? I was just having this conversation with somebody about this, and it amazed me that, and I talk about it a little bit. You can do that in so many ways. I had an email, or I was chatting with someone and this subject came up. It's so interesting to me because, and I wanted to share with you that all of those things, just like you were having that conversation with that friend, with that person in that email, whatever it is, you can make that into a post. Will it be perfect, ideal, amazing, wonderful? Maybe not. Maybe it won't say all the words in the way that all the marketing strategists tell you to. But so what? You're doing something. You're putting some ideas of what you want out into the world, and it will help you get unstuck. It will help you to move forward in those tiny ways. And one of the things that I've done is I've put myself out there a lot, and I would suggest this too. So I've given you two. Let this be the third one. Put yourself out there. Go into the spaces that maybe you wouldn't normally go. Go see about going on some podcasts. I didn't know how to do that until I did. And I found my way into some podcasting groups and I started sharing with some people, and I've been able to go on the podcasts and have those conversations. And all of a sudden on the podcast, I started hearing myself talk about the people that I really like to help, the people that I really enjoy working with and that I really want to help more. And it was almost like this surreal moment of, oh, and the clarity came and the ideas started to flow from that. What can I do for those people? What are they looking for? And this right here, this podcast that I'm talking about today is one of those things. I'm sharing some ways for them who I was one of them not too long ago. And sometimes I still get stuck. But when you start doing that and you really just start moving in a direction, the universe can really come and meet you where you are and move with you. I have so many people that say, I'm just waiting to get clear on what I want. I'm waiting to get clear on what my offer is going to be. I'm waiting to get clear on what the next step is. Well, you know what? Everything else is paused and waiting too. Even the universe. No matter how much you're thinking about what you want, if you're sitting and doing nothing in terms of moving in that direction, then the universe is sitting, waiting for you to step out. It doesn't care if you step in the wrong direction. You've already given it an idea of what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do. So even if you step in the wrong direction, it will course correct you as long as you're in motion, as long as you're doing things. If you're sitting on the couch waiting for clarity, you should think of the universe as sitting right next to you, waiting for you to get up and do something. Might be like, I can't speak directly to this, but if you have a nice, well-trained dog, that dog, when you're out and you're moving, it's going to move with you. And when you stop, that puppy stops too. Now, when you start again, it might take off and run and go sniff in a direction that it was really excited about. Might even pick up a stick or something to bring back to you. But it's going to go along with you. It's going to go along with you as long as you're going. Know that. Know that about the universe, about the energy that's out there that's working with you to get you where you want to be. Incredibly important to be aware of that. So there you go. That's what I wanted to come on, and maybe this is the one that will help you to get unfrozen, to get unstuck in the moment. And of course, absolutely, I'm here to go in and help you at that wonderful level of working with the subconscious to do it completely, quickly, and easily in a way that is so amazing and will make things really start to happen for you. So if you want to talk about that, come have a free conversation with me. I have a link that you can book a 20-minute call with me, all free. Hop on, let's chat. Let's see what that next step is, what the direction is, how to help you get unfrozen, move forward, have success and happiness and abundance, all of those things. I'm ready if you are. That's it, Change Gang. That's it. I gave you 3 things right there. Start with white, the color white. Activate white in your life. Bring in that intention for clarity. The second thing, start talking about and sharing about what you're talking about anyway with people, what you're sharing about anyway, what you're working in. If you have clients and you're moving through, what are you working on with them? What kind of conversations are you having? Go talk about that on your socials. Let people know that. And 3, start doing the things. Start doing things. Go find about being on podcasts. Go find about connecting in groups. Go talk to someone about a possible collaboration of some kind. Get in motion in some way. Even if you're not sure that it's exactly the right way for you, do it anyway. Start the process of being in motion, because then those things can come moving and rushing up towards you, just as you're moving towards them. And it will come so much quicker when you're in motion. All right, Change Gang, I hope you go and have a wonderful week, and then I get to meet you right here, same time next week. Ciao. I hope today's episode was interesting to you in some way and fun. If so, hey, find someone to share it with. Maybe they need to hear it too, or maybe they'll just enjoy it. If you'd like, go ahead and grab my tips on supercharging your success. It includes a free short meditation to do just that. You can find that at bit.ly/supercharge your success. Until next time, happy day.